next reading. So guys, you see here the last reading I will do with this decoration. Then I will change it up because we have Halloween coming up. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We have 4 piles. This is love message from your person. So whoever's on your mind in a love situation, we're going to look at what they want to tell you. Okay, so we have 4 piles with these beautiful romance cards and the heart cards. So I show you the potions for you to choose. This is our pile 1, a very mysterious potion. So if you're drawn to that, yeah, this is our pile 1. This is our pile 2. So if you feel drawn to that potion, you're gonna choose pile 2. This is our pile 3 potion for today. Why is there like all the from the decoration? It's all in there. So we have this white and red glitter in there. We have the letter. Beautiful, isn't it? And this is our pile 4. We have the clouds. We have the little stars. We have the candle, the rose candle. So choose your pile, guys. I see you at your piles. For those of you who are new on my channel, please sign up to the channel. It will mean a lot, okay? So I see you at your pile. Take care. Oh, hello, my pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So this reading has, yeah, different layers to it. So I'm gonna see how am I doing it. So I'm getting the Lenormand cards because I also want to read Lenormand. I'm getting a Rose Oracle card for you. Yeah, we keep it red. So guys, first of all, I'm getting a beautiful, this is from the Rose Oracle deck. So there are real roses on them as pictures. Not like in real ones in real. So pile 1. What is the message from their person? And this is everything that comes through. From the love of your life, from your person, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you call it. One card, please. Pile 1. We're going to look at it later on, okay? So now we're getting Lenormand, please. I'm getting 2 cards. Yeah, this is very beautiful. Wonderful. So we're also getting these little charms that want to come through. So this gives us information. I call them little charms. Those are, you know, those are actually little thingies for my pile 1 that want to come through. Sure. And we also have one of these messages that, those are messages that I used in my readings, and any message that wants to come through, you know, I keep them once I use them for readings. These could be messages from all different kinds of readings that I did, and sometimes I recycle them for these readings, you know. So we're gonna recycle one today, and maybe the texture of this, or you know, means something to you. So please show me pile 1, please. And I'm closing my eyes in order to choose. You see here all these different kind of shape. Okay, this wants to come out. Very beautiful. So maybe this texture means something to you. Maybe you have important thing. And we're also going to draw one of these cards. So please give me a card that comes out for my pile 1. For my pile 1, please. This potion looks very dramatic. And with the key there, and I know I spilled some blood on that. I remember because I also did this for Halloween. So you could also choose that because you recognize this unconsciously. And pile 1, please. And you want to You have the feeling like this, there's something dramatic here. Okay, it just fell out. Transformers. Okay. Yeah. There's something here transformative about this. It's not easy. This journey at the moment, part one, with your person, it's not easy because it's being transformed into something else. So, what does that mean? Yeah, because many now say, well, purple, what is transforming? You might be not in contact with that person, or this might be a soul connection. You know, usually soul connections are very transformative. So there's something transforming here. So let's look into this. Let's look. I'm going to read this all later. So the first card that come, oh wow, yes, oh my gosh, the Alchemist. Number 40 could be a thing as well. Look at this beautiful rose, guys. Oh my gosh. Modern garden rose. Madame Caroline test out rose. Test out rose. Okay, that's interesting. So see, you can have the feeling, because that's what I have the feeling, you can have the feeling of being used by this person. There's something here where this might be a very transformative connection, and sometimes with these connections we get the feeling that we're just used, we're just being tested. This could be, I don't think it's a universe thing, I think it's a 3D thing here by your person. Yeah. Sometimes we get this feeling of, you know, they just used me to try out something what they've never done, or you know, this person just used me for their purpose, whatever was going on, you know, the Alchemist. But you see, there is something here what you're not seeing, and this is also what with this potion here, you know, some of you are not seeing that there's a rose inside. It's actually it's not a real rose, it's like, it's rose leaves, you know, it's the leaves of a rose. And if you look at this potion, you cannot really see it because it's very, like, it's like inside. Only I know because I made that potion, okay? So this is like, only Spirit knows that you guys belong together, or only Spirit knows that there's more than what sees the eye, more than what you guys are feeling at the moment. Yeah. So at the moment, I have this feeling that you feel, yeah, with a transformer, you feel that this person used you, they maybe ghosted you, they maybe, you know, forgot about you, or they're not writing back, or there's no progress in the journey, you know, they're not taking any action. So you kind of feel lost here, and that's what I was feeling as well. So let's look at the charms, what we have here. So first of all, we have the hammer, number 87. Yeah, you could have headache. I'm just saying this because recently, through the weather changes a lot from, you know, sometimes there is not even like an autumn anymore. Sometimes it goes right from summer to winter, you know, from the temperature outside. Like at least in Germany, we have like 20 degrees in like beginning of October, and now it dropped to like, I don't know, 5-6 degrees, where it's almost winter. So there's this season, there's almost like one season missing. But we had a wonderful autumn, but it was like 3 weeks long, you know, 4 weeks, maybe 1 month. And you know, like in earlier times, the seasons were lasting a lot longer. And isn't that how it is with relationship nowadays as well? A lot of relationships are like passing through. A lot of relationships are not even developing. A lot of times it's just casual encounters, you know. So what is going on at the moment at the dating market is the same, you know. It's not really going into depth anymore. And this is why you might be feeling used. You might have had a similar situation. Let's look at what the hammer stands for. But because, you know, the hammer stands for that you have to fix it, you have to rebuild it, you have to alchemize it. I mean, the hammer fits very well to the alchemist, you know, to make it work and to build it up, Yeah, to not lose hope, to not think, okay, just because, you know, I fixed it in a wrong way, or you know, I put the nail in the wrong direction into the wall, it doesn't mean you can always take it out and try it new. So here, Spirit is like requesting that there is a new try to this connection. We also have number 91. So this I don't know what this is. This looks like a bad feather. Like, what are you guys doing? Let's see what this is. Okay, it's a whirlwind romance. Yeah, that's why I was seeing the bad feathers, because I didn't interpret it as storm. By one. I interpreted it as a very hot affair, a very hot, fast moving connection, okay? And maybe it moved too fast and now you guys have to transform it, or because, you know, it took them by storm, or your person is a little bit confused now, so they're kind of like retreating, okay? So then we have, what is this? This is the 104. This looks like justice. Let me see what this is, because it's in black. Okay, this is about judgment. Yeah, this is about judgment. This could be, you know, that it wasn't built on. You see how also here there are these 4 pillars? It could mean that this connection wasn't built on something stable. It was just a wild whirlwind romance, and now you're left with what could have been. Yeah, and then we also have number 77. So let's see what this is. Okay, this is vibing. Audio, that's an audio. That's vibing. Okay, so you guys are vibing extremely good with each other. Okay, so you have a beautiful vibe. You have had this whirlwind romance where everything was moving really fast. So now you're left with kind of a slowdown of this connection, and that's why maybe you're watching my readings, because you're confused, like what happened. Yeah, and Spirit is like really knocking on your door and saying, you need to transform this now, you need to do something, you need to fix this, or you need to build something stable out of this, because it wasn't built on stable grounds. Yeah, so let's look into Lenormand. We have the ship. This is travel, journey, progress, adventure. What a beautiful card. Look at this, guys. Oh my gosh, I love this deck. It's very gorgeous. And then we have the owl. Yeah, that's the wisdom. That's the intuition and the foresight. Yeah, this is like moving forward with the wisdom of the whole thing. Moving forward, it's like Spirit wants to give you a knock on your door and gives you this wisdom in order to move forward in a journey, in order not to stop the ship. Because kind of like Spirit is saying here that it would be very sad if you would stop the ship or the journey just because you didn't see the things that were inside, you know? Just because you didn't realize that it was more than just a fling, or more than just a whirlwind romance, or more than, and that there is judgment of the connection involved, yes, because there could be something here where, you know, the owl is also a community. It's also showing that there could be people in yours or their surroundings that are not okay with that situation, with that relationship. So it's kind of like, maybe that's why this person stopped, maybe because of judgment, maybe they judged themselves or you judged the situation, but there was judgment involved here, which kind of made this connection slow down, like the ship. You know, and also with the ship, you can't go too fast, because that reminds me of Titanic, right? If you go too fast with your ship, and you are in dangerous waters, you know, in cold waters, and like the Titanic was in, you know, it was in like a region where the people didn't know, yeah, what was underneath. This is also what this potion is saying. The key is like saying, sometimes, you know, you meet up and you feel destined because you recognize each other. You recognize each other that you know each other from a past life, or you guys recognize each other by the looks, right? I mean, you don't get to know a person immediately with everything that they have. This is not a friendship that is built into a relationship. This is here a whirlwind romance. Someone that you met and instantly felt this connection. You instantly recognized each other, maybe from past lives, and you might have a spiritual connection. This differs for, some like different people on my channel. For some it is a yes, for some it is a no. And I kind of feel here that it was some waters, like with the Titanic, where you didn't know how to ship around the icebergs, how to ship around the blocks of ice. So that could mean that this is a totally new thing that you never tried out, neither you nor your person. And you kind of gotten lost in between this. Yeah, so Spirit is saying now you got to maneuver back in order not to hit the iceberg. I don't think you have hit the iceberg. I think you're just being made aware by Spirit that you should slow down this whole thing, because you need to alchemize it and bring it into reality. Otherwise, it's not working. And it kind of feels like when you only meet up to have beautiful times together and then you part ways again, and each of you goes back into your life, into your ordinary daily life that you are not part of. Like, your person is not part of your life and you're not part of their life, but you kind of like met in between, and you used the timings in between and these beautiful minutes and hours to just be with each other, hang out with each other, have fun, whatever you were doing, guys. But you didn't ground it. It's kind of like you let it there. That's where it still hangs. But, for some kind of reason, or, like in every life, you have to transform it into reality. You have to bring it down to earth. You cannot just use all the good times in between, and then everyone is not sharing, you're not sharing your lives with each other. And that's like if you would, just meet up, have a good time, and then go home again, like an affair, or like friends with benefits, where you just meet, you have a wonderful time, and you go home. And then each and every one of you has their own life, where the other one doesn't really know anything about. Yeah, so this is here the thing. So Spirit is saying this needs to be transformed, this needs to be grounded. Here you need to be more part of each other's reality. So let's see what the message says. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. Yeah, I'm lost. Somehow this fog is here and I can't really see anything. You felt that I'm lost, right? You felt that I'm lost, right? I don't know which sword to take to cut it out. Don't worry though, our roots are strong. Don't worry though, our roots are strong. Very interesting. See, this person even is saying that they're lost. They don't know which sword to take. That means they have no answer to that connection here at the moment. Let's see what Spirit is saying, what the 5D, what is the 5D relation here of this connection? Yeah, they have to find a solution for this. Like, your person is actively trying to find a solution. Let me see what's going on. Share your voice, see? Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. It's like you're hiding. You see this here? This is like this feeling of, I can't go outside. I can't share my voice because I can't say anything about this. Also, the sword is about the truth, telling the truth. There's something here where you guys have not spoken to each other about this, or you haven't spoken to other people. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like a secretive meeting of the two of you, and you haven't shared this with like your people, your real life people, right? So this could be someone that is just keeping you as an affair, and they have someone else in real life where they cannot talk about this, and that's why you're hiding in this cave. This is what this feeling was, where you escaped to this place where you know, for some short hours you're together and you have this time, but that's about it, and nothing is being transformed into the real world, you know. This is where, you know, a relationship breaks apart, because at some point in time you have to make the decision to share this with your community, with your, you know, the persons around you. So otherwise it's not really authentic, right? The whole relationship wouldn't be authentic if it's not being shared with others in their space and in your space. It's kind of, if you keep it secret all the time, you know, like an affair. I mean, some people can keep affairs like going on for like years, and it's not, you know, what it is. It's just for that someone hasn't spoken the truth. And I feel that your person is looking for the truth. They don't know what to do. They're in some kind of fog. So mind fog, I would say, is something where spirit is trying to come through to them, but they're like shutting spirit down. Yeah, I do feel that. There's some kind of decision that they have to make, where to put you. Yeah, it's almost like as if you just went on dates and you have met someone new and you had a fun time with them, maybe for some month, but now it's a time to make it official. Now it's a time to stand by your side and to say, well, that's my girlfriend, or what are we? Maybe you haven't even talked this out. I feel this is something like this here, okay? Where you just started something out of this passion that you have for each other, out of the recognition that you have for each other, but now it's a time where you have to transform it, or usually people transform it, but it hasn't happened for this connection, okay? So that's what's going on with your person. So let me read your card. This is German. Oh, wow. It says only time will tell. And this is the drop that is missing, the drop in the ocean. Yeah, and you see how this beautiful, there's like a line. You see like a line where this is the time that you have together, like in the ocean. And then here is the, almost like the time you have apart, and you have to mix it. In order to bring this connection together, you have to mix it. It's kind of still lined up in, this is our time and this is the time in my life that I share with other people. Yeah. And so you're basically at the moment not part of their life really. You're just an escape. And you know, this has to change in order to and your person is trying to figure out what they want to do. Yeah. How beautiful. Keep hanging on in there, pile one. My advice would be just to be patient, because some people, you know, need longer to make decisions like that. Some people need time, you know, some relationships are transformed really fast because people make up their mind really fast, like they know what they want. And sometimes relationship, you know, they take longer because people are different, right? So that's what I'm having, pile one. I hope you like this reading, and I'm saying goodbye. Hello, my pile two. Welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful rose pile that fits beautifully to the decoration. Also, there are little hearts in this beautiful potion. So we're gonna see. This looks a very optimistic, very see-through potion. So I assume here we get a lot of good things out of it. So what's going on? What is the message from your person here? Part two. What is the message from your person? Okay, we get this beautiful rose card. This is from the Rose Oracle deck. Such a beautiful deck, I show you. Yeah. So we have this beautiful deck. Then we also get from the Rose Lenormand deck. Fits beautifully to the potion. What is the message for my pile two? So we're gonna get many different things today, so I hope it's fun for you, this reading. So this comes out first. I can shuffle so you can see it. You know, it's hard a little bit because I have to, like, my arms, like I'm sitting here in kind of like a position where, you know, I don't have much room to, because the camera is here and this is here, all the cards are here on the table, so I don't have much room to, like, you know, mess around with my hands here. So then we're gonna get some charms. pile 2, please. And you know, this is different. Whatever comes out, comes out. Sometimes I have 3 charms, sometimes I have 4 charms. Here it's like 3 charms. I'm going to look at it later. Okay. Then I'm going to get one of these lines. These are written things that I wrote for, you know, readings of mine. And I recycle them here and now sometimes for these readings for you, because there are like poems on there or things that I wrote, like messages from your person that they want to tell you. And I think it's very important. Sometimes we only get structure where we can see maybe this means something for you. Maybe it's a structure that you recognize. Okay, so my pile 2, please. And I'm closing my eyes to get the right thing, and it's this one. Okay. I'm going to read this later on. So it's like a bluish color. Let's put this here. So, and I'm also going to get to see what's going on with this deck. What is going on here? My pile 2. This is coming out. Okay, numbers could be important. So please, if this comes out, Spirit is saying the numbers that are in these cards could be very important, or numbers in your life general. It could be that you see a lot of 1111. You know, it depends on what kind of connection that you have, but 1111 is always spiritual guidance. It doesn't really depend on that you're a twin flame, because many people say 1111 is this, you know, twin flame number. It's not. It's actually a number where you receive spiritual guidance. Yeah, it's saying spiritual guidance is coming in when you see that a lot. Please look out for spiritual guidance. That's why a lot of times when you awaken, or you're in this course of awakening, you see a lot this number. And that's why many people think that they're twin flames, you know, because a lot of times this number, people say that's a twin flame number. Yeah, but please take it as it resonates, okay? So we're going to read this later on. So let's see what comes out. What is going on here? What is the message from your person? And we have the garden, old garden rose, the mother, old blush rose, number 17. Interesting. You see how here also there's this rose here, and this looks almost like, I want to read this, but it could be that your mother or their mother is very important at the moment in this journey. Part 2, okay? Let's see. I'm gonna look at this. The mother. Okay, the mother is this unconditional love as well. So yeah, it could, I mean, if I have talked about this 1111, and yeah, I mean, for some it is a twin flame number. A lot of times, you know, the word mother comes out when it comes to a nurturing of this, such a connection, like a spiritual connection, because you, as a divine feminine, this is like Cancerian energy, where you nurture this connection like a mother nurtures a child. Yeah, that's why this can come out. It's as if, I mean, in the deck it also says it's about unconditional love. You know, a mother never questions the love of her child, or a mother is always there for her child, no matter what. So it says the mother nurtures without condition and loves without question. They know that no one is beyond the healing strength that comes from being earthly or divinely mothered. Yeah, it's about persistence and strength in this connection. It says you're being asked to deepen your faith and beliefs, to look back at where you came from and strengthens this connection, to mend what needs mending, and even to create it new if it has failed you. Something remains and it must be healed or absorbed in some kind of way. So this is about the motherly nurturing of this connection. Okay. Numbers could be important. And it could as well be that a mother is very significant here in this connection. A mother plays an important role. Yeah. Let's see more about this connection. We're going to look at the charms here. So what came out was number 115. This looks like the Colosseum, or yeah. You see this here? Let's put all of them in there. We have number 115. We have like the frog prince. Cute. And we have the cross. Maybe for some of you, you have a mother on the other side. Yeah, just want to say that. The cross definitely talks about a spiritual connection, because I put Lenormand here as well. And Lenormand, the cross always stands for a spiritual connection. The frog prince is the transformation into something beautiful. This is the story of, the frog prince and the golden bowl. It's like, the frog is a prince in that fairy. It's a fairy tale about someone not knowing who the other person is, and the other person trying to find out how they're being treated. Yeah, the other person trying to find out if this suitor is suitable for them. So let's see. The frog is number 19. So it says, "Don't be fooled by appearances." Yeah. This is like, in the Frog Prince, the princess, I think she wants to have the golden ball back. And the frog dives for it because it's deep in a pond. And the frog brings her the golden ball. But he says, well, I want to dine with you. I want to sit with you. I want to sleep in your bed. And, the frog is the frog. So, by overcoming this and seeing the frog and giving them a generous attitude from the princess point of view, the frog actually sees that there is this kind heart, and this is about you recognize each other, especially in soul connections. You recognize each other by the looks, of course, because you meet your, because I was speaking about twin flames, you meet your twin flame by looks first, yes, because especially as divine feminines, and especially if the divine masculine is famous, because this is what could be here, a famous divine counterpart. We don't talk to them, we don't get to know them, because we're friends with them. So we kind of don't really know who they really are inside. This is like the frog thing here. We don't really know. We just see their appearance. And sometimes, it's like, when you meet someone else that's not your soul connection, it's like a karmic, or it's like any other connection. You match with them because they're your type, right? But there is not this unconditional love. This unconditional love, basically, with this card here, means that when you choose your soulmate, when you choose your twin flame, because you recognize them, you immediately feel this motherly love inside of them and inside of yours. It's kind of like you're bonding beneath it all. You're bonding on a deeper level. And there's like numbers. It means like no numbers could make up for that, or no, you cannot compare it. It's almost like every motherly love is special. Yeah, this is what I see in this card as well. It's like Spirit is saying, how everyone has only one mother? There's no more mothers. The same is like, I don't want to say everyone has one twin flame, because that's not the truth for me. But everyone has this, you have this special feeling. There's only one feeling inside when you meet someone and they're meant for you. That's a different feeling than when you meet other kind of soul bonds. And it's like, yeah, you can recognize your twin flame or your soulmate from their appearance, but don't be fooled by it, because at the end of the day, you have recognized in their appearance more their inner self. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that when they're beautiful inside, and when they're ugly inside, because not one person is ugly. It's like, I just want to say that for those of you who need to hear that, every person is special, and your twin flame, your soulmate, will recognize you, no matter if you, if there are beauty standards and you meet these beauty standards, or you don't meet these beauty standards, because your soul connection lives separately from that. The same like a motherly love to their child is separated from their actions, because a mother's love is always there, no matter what is going on with a child. And the same is with such connections. You might recognize them, but deep inside, it's not only the appearance you recognized, it's everything in one. And this is what many people don't understand. That's why many people call us, especially who have divine counterparts who are famous, they call us the Lulu, because they're saying you only recognize their appearance and they're good looking. So that's how you judge from that point of view. They don't know that we don't judge from that point of view, because no one is seeing that we as divine feminine, we can recognize our frogs. Like, even as a divine counterpart, once you recognize that person and there's some kind of a familiar feeling, and that you have some past life here with the cross, and you have some spiritual connection, there's more that meets the eye. And you see that all in one. Even if you have a famous counterpart and you cannot meet them, you also see that. You don't have to meet them. Yeah, and this is what people don't get. And I think this is what the message here is. Don't let other people tell you that you're the Lulu. Don't let other people tell you that this unconditional love doesn't exist. It only exists between a mother and a child. No. If you have a twin flame connection, this unconditional love, it's similar. It's not the motherly love, but it's similar to that. And that's what people don't get if they are not in a soul connection. Only people who are in a soul connection do understand. And this is a stadium, so this can talk about a twin flame that's famous. Yeah, this is an event. This is definitely, I think here we're talking about a twin flame that's famous. Yeah, so let's look at the other cards. Yeah, the Tower. Isolation, authority, and institution. This reminds me of the other fairy tale. Like, there are many fairy tales inside here. This is about Rapunzel in Germany. I don't know, is it called Rapunzel in the other languages as well? I think so. Where she's hiding in the tower and she's locked in by her mother. This could also be it, but I don't think the mother is referring to this. I think it's this knowing with the tower that many people isolate you for what you believe in. Yeah, if you are a believer of these journeys, if you especially if you have a twin flame journey that's famous, or if you have a counterpart that's famous, no matter what you call that journey, twin flame, soulmate, whatever, you're gonna isolate yourself. You have to take a step back because no one wants to believe you, right? So it's kind of like with the tower, it's kind of like you have to be strong. You have to build walls around yourself, And this is what I also see with this recognition. Yeah, because the message is here, don't worry, because you can see through all of these towers. You can see through all of this authority. You can see through all. Yeah, because if you have this connection, you can crack the person's shell and you see through it. And you don't have to meet them or talk to them in order to do that. So this is basically meaning keep hanging on your belief system, because you don't have to fear that you're alone in this. And then we have the clouds, confusion, uncertainty. Yeah. See, this is what people also tell you. They tell you you have a clouded mind. You don't know this person. You cannot love a celebrity, or you cannot know that you have a soul connection with a celebrity when you don't even have met this person. You know, it's like people coming on our channel and saying, well, how do you have a twin flame that is famous? Have you met them? No. Many of us have not met their famous twin flame. Like, how should we? This is not happening on a daily basis, but we still can be twin flames because we see through that. And that's what this is kind of like, Spirit is saying, don't worry, because even if your mind is clouded, and you have to isolate yourself because there's so much on the outside that's going on where people don't believe you, and people, think you're making this up, or people think you cannot know this person because they're famous and you haven't met them. Like, how do you want to know? You can, because we can see through this, So basically it's saying you get also a lot of spiritual guidance, and also with the numbers, I can tell you that it also means that Spirit is saying, or your person is saying, don't worry about maybe age. Yeah, could be age gap here. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about maybe that no one is believing you, or that, there's something here about you worry about numbers in your life. You worry about certain numbers, and your person that we have here, they recognize you. You don't need to worry. They see your unconditional love. It's basically saying, I can see through the clouds. I can see that, you're basically alone in this, but you're not. I'm there as well. Yeah. So let's read your message. You are my little flower, the one blooming in my heart. This is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So see, this is like your person saying, you are the little flower. You don't need to worry. Even on times with the clouds where you cannot really see where this connection is going, or you cannot really see that there is this unconditional love because you both are in separation, you both are not talking to each other, you both are kind of lost, in translation basically. Your person, and especially their higher self, are telling you that, like a mother, this love is unconditional. You don't need to worry. Because it could be that you're isolated also from that person, and you can't really make a move with the tower. You can't really meet them because of other circumstances. And so this flame here wants to tell you, or this person, this soulmate of yours, let's call it like this, they want to tell you that you don't need to worry. You're blooming in their heart. They recognized you. This is unconditional love. That's what they want to tell you. And don't worry about the numbers. Yeah. For someone that has a special meaning, don't worry about the numbers, because that's what I'm getting in all the time. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the numbers. Numbers are not important. So let's see the 5D thing here. What's going on for my pad 2? What is the message here? Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Yeah, it's like this feeling of, all the weight of the world is on me. Like, I have to carry all of this. I have to, I constantly have to defend myself. Why I think this person is my twin flame. I constantly have to defend myself. Why I think there's a connection between us. I don't have to defend myself because I think we are meant for each other. But, no one understands why I recognized my flame. And it's not because of outer circumstances, or it's not because of outer appearances only. And, Spirit is saying here, just float. And this is the message I gotten in a lot of times, recently. And I think pile 2, you have a lot of weight on the shoulders because of that, because of people not believing you, because of people saying it's not true. There are so many boundaries. This person will never be with you. Just let this go, because your person has recognized you and they want to say, just swim in it, you know, just relax, just float. This is almost like floating, just floating in the moment, because nothing will change that. Like a motherly love, no outer circumstance, and I think this is the message here, no outer circumstance can change this love. The same like a mother loves always the child, even if they lose contact. You cannot, you know, this love inside, this unconditional love. I'm not talking about if they're attentive to your love or not, if you are in contact with your mom or not. But this motherly love that mothers feel for their children and that you feel for your mother, this love, it's deep in the inside. It's kind of like in our DNA. You cannot change this. And the same goes for twin flames and soulmates that are made by the universe. You cannot change this. It's there. And this is basically here the saying. So nothing in the 3D world can change that. It's a spiritual bond. And no matter what, you guys will always like each other unconditionally. And that's why sometimes, especially when twin flames or soulmates that have a higher bond are parted for a long time, they always reconnect very easily. So once they see each other again, they reconnect like instantly. It's like this instant recognition of each other again. It's like you part ways and you don't talk, like, say, let's say for 3 years, and then you stumble across each other again. You instantly feel this connection again. You instantly feel bound. You instantly feel, let's continue where we left off last time. That's what people also say about twin flames. You know, you never feel that there's a crack in the connection because of separation. This is the wonderful thing. And you know, sometimes I wish it would be different, because this is also the thing why many divine counterparts, many masculines are saying, well, you know, I can take my time because I can always start with my divine feminine where I left off. Because our love is never lost, just like a mother and a child love. It's never gone. You know, when we on TV and we see these, when children or young adults, we must say, because children are not looking, they are adopted and they're finding their real parents who brought them to life, who birthed, the mother who birthed them, the birth mother. There's always this connection, even if they don't get along, or even if they would part away again later on. This instant connection, once they find each other, it's always there and you can see it. And that's the same thing for twin flames. And I just want to say that again and again and again on this channel, because people sometimes forget about this. That this love is that's not gonna die out. Once you reconnect, you reconnect and you instantly understand each other. And no matter how much time between this passed. And that's why Spirit is comparing it, so that you know, with what can I compare this love? Yeah? And because it's unconditional, many people don't understand this love. Because it's all in one and people don't get it. But you have to also stay in separation a lot. This is what it's showing here, and that's why you doubt it. And other people doubt it, yeah? Because they're saying, like, what are you believing in? Nothing is happening here. Because people don't understand, yeah? So let's read your, this is the German saying, and it says, freedom, nothing can stop you. Look how beautiful. And you see how, if you just let it go, if you just, float, whatever happens, happens. This is the answer here. It's like, even if your twin flame at the moment is not talking to you or doesn't want you, they love your body. They will, once they see you, like, if there's a situation guys would to get to know each other, they would instantly be drawn and they would be so hot about this, and there would be no question. Yeah, there is like a 5 seconds recognition, and maybe a 5 minute session make out. And you guys would instantly be drawn to each other's bodies. It's like, don't worry. The whole reading screams, don't worry. Just float with the whole thing. But also don't expect this person to come along and marry you right away, because there are outer circumstances that prevent this. It's always like this, There are spiritual lessons to be overcome. There are 3D lessons to be overcome in order for that to function. And that's why a lot of times the divine feminine has this feeling as if all the weight is on her. So just let that drop Divine Feminine pile 2, because we have a Divine Feminine here. Let that drop and just float with the journey and be okay with whatever it is. Yeah, so that's all what I'm having. Take care. I hope you like this reading, and if you're new here, please sign up to this channel. Take care. Bye guys. So hello my path 3. You chose this beautiful potion with the letter and the 2 dots and the white and yeah, red glitter. So we're gonna look at the card at the end. So let's see. First of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm drawing a card from the Oracle of the Roses. This is how it looks like. So very beautiful. It has also this beautiful pinkish glitter here on the side. Very beautiful. Look, it fits to the letter. You see this? Oh, how beautiful. So what is going on in your connection, my path 3? What is going on in your connection? So I also want to get 2 Lenormand cards from this beautiful Lenormand deck. What is going on for my path 3? What is going on for my path 3? What is going on for my path 3? And this card wants to come out. We turn everything around later on. And this card coming out. So then what we're gonna do is I have these little divine yeah, those are not charts, but they're similar, you know. So let's get some information. And I always draw randomly, so sometimes in, you know, in a pile there came 3 out, some 4, you know. So let's see how many come out here. And I just grab and 3. Okay, let's get one more. I'm guided to get one more. There's also, so we have four little charms here. Then I will get with these beautiful cards. I'm recycling those. See, this is a deck that has all the recycled letter that I used for other readings. You guys know on my channel there are currently like over 1,400 readings, so it's very amazing. I never thought that this happens, but yeah. So please watch my playlist a lot. There are so many Future Spouse readings. There are so many Twin Flame Soulmate readings. So let's see what is going on here. And this card wants to come out. The happy couple forever. So this looks like a wedding scenery here. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this. What is going on here? But we're gonna see. And lastly, I will draw one of these cards to see what's going on in this connection, but it looks very promising. Can I see what's going on? Okay, and this yellow card sticks out, so I'm gonna take it. Karma. Okay. Well, karma can be good or bad. Yeah. I feel this karma is meaning for other people, because I feel there are a lot of people jealous of your connection. This is what I'm coming through. When I see this yellow thing, you know, sometimes I interpret it as, I would see it here as that you guys have this wonderful connection, because when I see the letter and when I see the star here and this big heart, this telling me that you have a very strong connection with whoever this is. There's a very strong spiritual bond here. This is telling me right away, especially when I read thank you. Yeah, you're very grateful for each other. Look how this thank you is bigger than all the others. And this is telling me that there is a very grateful, the connection between the two of you. And also it says forever the happy couple. So I know that you guys are happy with each other. I don't see anything here that would destroy this bond. So there's, I feel here this karma is, you know, reminding other people to not be jealous of you, or to not be jealous of this bond that you're having, because that's what's coming through. Yeah. So we're gonna see. I'm guided here to do the little thingies first. We have Aries energy, okay. This is zodiac sign Aries. Either you or your person could be zodiac sign Aries, or there is, you know, a strong doing energy here. So your person could be a doer, you know, someone that is not afraid to take the first steps, someone that is not afraid to propose, someone that is not afraid to know what they want. Yeah, this is Aries energy. Aries energy is breaking the walls, going through them, and, you know, breaking boundaries. If there is gaps, they don't care. Aries are, you know, there's this strive behind that. And when an Aries wants something, they go beyond what they're capable even of. So this tells me that this person, you know, if they want you and if they want to marry you, they will do whatever it takes. We have the ear. This is about listening. Let me see in the booklet what it says, but I do think that listen more closely. This is about maybe you guys connect through music, yeah? Because the listening could also mean that your person is sending you, or their higher self is telepathically connected to you through music. This could be. And then we have the cocktail. Beautiful. Is it? Yeah, now you see it. Okay. Let's put that here. The cocktail. That means partying. Okay, it says champagne, celebration. Well, that's a wedding. Celebration, wedding, a union of some kind. So I do feel here very beautiful energy. Yeah. But I do feel that some people wanted you dirty, or, you know, there's something here from people that were opposing this connection. So let's see what the rose says, because this is the most important thing. This is what this connection is all about. And we have the rescue. Oh my gosh. The misaided Cavil rose, modern guard rose. The rescuer. Wow. This immediately speaks of you guys feel, and that's why the thank you just immediately came out. And I want to read this later on. Let's put it here because that's so gorgeous. I feel that you have this feeling because I'm very grateful. You know, I feel very grateful also when I read the energy here. You guys feel that you rescued both of each other. It's kind of like, this is not one-way street. This is, you guys feel it both ways. Like your person feels it and you feels it. And that's why, you know, there's this bond, there's this ring. There's this connection that you have that is sealed by a ring. So there's some kind of ring that you're wearing that is connecting to this connection. I definitely sense that if you don't have a ring yet, please choose a ring. If your person is only in spirit with you, choose a ring for you and them that signifies this connection, because they want to be with you on your hands. They want to be with you because you and them both feel as if you both rescued each other, as if you both feel a very strong bond through some kind of rescue. I almost feel this feeling here, us against the world. Yeah, this is what's coming through. Let's look it up. Number 41 could be important. So let's see. Yeah, it's kind of like there's this selfless action between the two of you. You know, there's this is this energy of almost the Aries coming through when you are brave and you are honorable, and it's almost as if you are, yeah, you're kind of dependent on that, on each other as well. Yeah, I mean, if you put a very significant a topic or a name like the rescuer on your person, you kind of also make yourself dependable on that person in some kind of way, right? And I feel this has happened for the both of you. Okay, I want to read why this rose was, because there's always a story behind the roses, and here I think it's significant. So let's see. It says this rose was discovered by Gerrit de Ruyter, who was known for his part in developing new rose colors. So this is a wild rose, basically. Um, Edith Louisa Cavell, for who this rose was named, was a British nurse, revered for dedication to saving the lives of soldiers and helping around 200 soldiers in the First World War. So this is basically named after someone who rescued, after someone who helped soldiers. Yeah, this is someone who takes action even though they know it could not end well, very well for them. So this is like a rescuer. This is the rescue energy, yes. It's like you both want to help each other and you don't care about your reputation. You don't care about what is going on. You don't care about if your person is liked by others or not. You just see yourself. It's us against the world. That's what I'm seeing here. So there's this very strong bond, and I can feel that here. I don't know what happened, why you are in separation, Pi 3, because this screams union. For some of you, your person is already on the other side, so this is like a message of reaching out to you through spirit. So because your person's not incarnated anymore. For others of you, it's a situation where they want to be with you, but they can't for some kind of outer circumstances, okay? But they want to be, or they felt rescued by you. It's kind of like this feeling, maybe you also awakened this person to spirit. So we all know that when you awaken someone to spirit, that you basically saved them. Because we all know, in the eyes of the other person, if you're saved by spirit, if you feel like this or you become religious, it's either one of these ways. You feel rescued and you're very thankful for that person who made you see, right? So this could also be the case that your person just wants to tell you through spirit that they're really thankful that you've shown them the way, that you opened their eyes to also other possibilities that are possible. And that they are, doing everything, that they're connecting to you, and they're trying to do everything in their, what they can do in order for you to come together with a cocktail. This is also a date. This could signify a date. This could signify happy times, a celebration of some kind. This can signify, we have something together. There is, I'm trying to make it work to come towards you so that we can celebrate. This is what it means. Yeah. So let's see more of this. So we have the conflict, arguments, tension, and risk. Okay, this is something that is on the outside. It could be that your person saved you or you saved them because there was something going on in their outside world. Maybe there was, like a disagreement, something happening, bullying. Maybe your person, was bullied or you were bullied and they came in to save you. This is what I'm seeing here as well. Someone who comes in and saves the connection, basically, or someone, when there's a quarrel, a third person that comes in to part the two parties that are quarreling. I see something like that. What it also could mean is that you were in a relationship. I gotta say that because I experienced this myself, that spiritual beings or a person that is in spirit can come through in order to save you from a relationship. It could be that you were in a relationship where you hurt a lot and spirit didn't wanna, or your soulmate, it's not the higher selves, because usually you sign up to experience this. We all know, right? If you experience hardships and broken relationships, it's because you signed up for that, to experience it in this life. But sometimes, especially soulmates that love you very much and who have a very strong spirit bond, they don't want to see that. So they can, come through and save you from this. And I feel this could also be here the case, that someone saved you from like a situation in your life where through some kind of unusual circumstance that you can't even explain, something happened and you got out of this toxic relationship, that they saved you from a toxic relationship. Yeah, the cross. Burdens, challenges, spiritual lessons. That's what I was just saying. Yeah, this is a karma. They saved you from a bad karma. You see this? Yeah, I do think so. There's something here where there was like a burden in your life and this person saved you from that. And suddenly, through some kind of unexplainable thing, all of your burdens vanished. Yeah, they saved you. And there was some kind of thing. I don't know if they did this by spirit or if they sent you energy. So spirit transferred it to you. It could be that if you have a soulmate and they're not in your country, they're living somewhere else, if they can send you energy via spirit, they can also do that. It always depends on the intentions and how spirit is interpreting it. So it's very beautiful. I definitely feel here a union of some kind that is like a forever bond, like something that is like a ring, like you guys are married in the spiritual, definitely. And where this person saved you in 3D from a lot of things that where, they saved you from some bad karma, or where people were, putting karma on you. I do think this is, otherwise spirit wouldn't let it. If the karma was real, like if you are a person that deserved a bad karma because you did something, this would have not happened. It could be like some people, when they curse you with their words, it could be that other people, that this manifests in reality. It always depends. So it could be that you were not really liked by people, or they were jealous because of the yellow color sometimes means jealousy, but it was not like a good jealous, it was like a bad jealous, and this basically manifested in reality for you, and your person saved you from this. Yeah, well, I definitely see that. So let's read their letter. So this is very beautiful reading. And it says, I left the purple balloon in your dream, look it up. So this is a saying by, well, we all know. I don't have to say it. For those of you, I don't know if I must say it, right? Because it's someone said this. I put this for someone. I put it down. Wait a minute. So you all know who said this. I think he said this on Weavers or yeah. Okay. So this is someone who really wants to help you, and this is a reference. Yeah. So there's definitely someone else here, but this is like a reference where you can see that someone is connecting to your dreams. Someone is connecting to your inner self. And this is basically telling me that whatever is going on here, that your soulmate or your twin flame, whoever you think of right now, is very connected and has helped you really get rid of those people that wanted a bad karma for you. Yeah? So let's see. First of all, I want to get, I do want to get what is going on in the spiritual world, like an advice, and what else is coming through. Pile 3, please. So, and oh my gosh, I love when that happens. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs. Look at this, uprooting. Wow. And you see how you and this person, some people don't see it in this card, but you see how each one of them has here these strong roots, and they're like talking to each other, like underneath. So, this is like you and them talk through spirit. You might even be on different parts of the world. A strongly twin flame is coming through. Definitely. Yeah. Twin flame bond is coming through. And you and this person, you are very connected. And so you guys talk via spirit. So this is definitely someone who wants to say they're sorry that you had to experience this, and that they helped you get rid of this. Whatever. I feel this is from the outside. Like people spoke this into your world. I definitely feel that, spirit didn't want that you get all this from others that were jealous. So that's why this person kind of like they're feeling as if they're connected to you, and this could be your soulmate or your twin flame, and they wanted to to help you. So I definitely feel someone that saved you. You feel saved by this person, definitely. This could be also that you awakened through this person, that this is your twin flame. So let's see. Okay, and the card also says, it says timing, and it says you cannot let something come into your world when it cannot come into the world, or it's not yet time to come into this world. So it says be patient. This is the timing. The timing is not right. This is also a calling for divine timing. So if you have a soulmate or a twin flame, it's not yet time for you to come together, but both of you feel as if you're very happy. You feel this bond. You're very grateful that you awakened each other. You kind of have this feeling with the Aries energy. You want to make it happen. You want to make this bond happen. You're always there for each other. You might connect through music, and with a cocktail you celebrate. You are happy with each other, and you kind of feel rescued by each other, which is a very beautiful feeling. Yeah. Wow. So this is all what I'm having, my path 3. I hope this was a nice message that you've gotten. I hope that that this was a nice message, and I see you again. Okay, take care. Bye. So hello, my path 4. Welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful potion with all the glitter. How cute. They're like these little stars, pink stars, the cloud, the rose. So very beautiful. So let's see with what we're starting. We're starting with the rose deck. This is the Oracle of the Roses. I show you. Very beautiful deck. It also has, I love when they have this finish on the cards. I have done this with my cards as well. I love this. You see how this shiny finish here? This is very gorgeous. It's very expensive though. Like if you do that with your cards, like if you do cards by yourself, it's like you have to invest so much. You can see that I put like purple finish on these. You see this? I love this, but it's I don't know, it costs like 20 euros more per deck. Like if you only have one or more decks, so it only is financial okay if you do have like multiple decks. That's why in these decks that are merchandised, they have a lot of more possibilities to make the deck look nice, right? So let's see. First of all, we're getting a card. So our path 4, let's see what's going on in your connection. So we're getting a card of this. Now I'm getting 2 cards with this beautiful Lenormand deck. Can you show me what's going on with my path 4? With person number 4, path 4's person. What is going on? Okay. So, and then we also want to get one of these, like some of these charms. Like I'm just, like drawing out charms. Sometimes we have 3, sometimes 4. I take whatever comes out. Okay, here is a lot. Like this is the first thing where we have more than one. So let's see. I'm gonna look at them and talk about this in a while. Let's first also get one of these beautiful quotes. Those are recycled quotes that I used for readings. These could be BTS readings. This could be any readings that I ever did. So And they have these beautiful pictures or patterns, so maybe this means something to you. So I want to get one of these cards for my pile 4, because sometimes in readings I recycle these things because the, you know, Spirit is guiding me to use them again. So pile 4, show me pile 4. So let's see what comes out. Is there anything falling out for my pile 4? Is there anything falling out? No, so I'm going by okay, this card. So we have like this color coming out. Very beautiful. And I also want to get one of these cards to see what the overall topic is here besides the rose card. Like, what is the overall topic? Okay, and this card wants to come out. What is this? Oh, almost. And it's like almost not there anymore, the writing. It's almost gone. What is almost gone? Almost. That has this almost lover is coming through. I don't know what happened here with the clouds. This is like, you know, this potion here signalizes for me this rose red colored glasses, you know, when you are in love and you almost made it to a relationship, or something happened here, I feel, where it didn't fruition into a relationship, or it didn't manifest to 100%. Okay, something here has not been, well, it's coming through as there is love, but it hasn't been properly put into a relationship or into some kind of commitment with the two of you. So it's basically whatever this is. It's like you're flying in the clouds together, but it's like airy energy. It's not there yet. It's maybe some would say imagination. It's not manifested. Yeah, let's say it like this. This relationship has not been manifested yet. So this could be a crush for some of you. This could be a soulmate, twin flame connection. It has not been manifested yet, but you know of each other. It could be that your person doesn't know of you, but you're trying to manifest this connection. Whatever it is, guys, okay? It has not been, something has not been established yet. So let's look at the little things here. We have the number 84, the movie that you use for movies, okay? I'm gonna get the booklet. Yeah, the film clapper, time to take action. Yeah, I mean, that there hasn't been taken any action to that. It's like just in the clouds, you know. Maybe you're also online. Maybe you're just communicating with this person online and you're dating them, but you haven't really had a real date. Yeah, we have the number 43 with the candle holder. This is a very religious candle holder. Can I see what this is? What it says? It says menorah. Okay, it's Jewish origins, light in the darkness. So there's something here where it could talk about a very spiritual bond, a very religious bond, something about religion. Maybe you guys have different religions, and because of that, it's hard to manifest. Maybe there's a gap here of some kind, you know. This speaks of different religions. This speaks of different belief systems also. It could be that you're spiritual and you're trying to manifest, you know, a soulmate connection into reality, but your person doesn't believe in that. So they would not make a move because they're saying that's BS, you know, that's in your mind. That's your imagination and not real. Yeah, this could be something like this as well. We have the apple, the number 16. The apple always speaks of passion, also temptation, right? Temptation, yeah. School, it also speaks of school. It could be that there are still lessons that need to be learned in order for that to manifest. We have a star sign of Scorpio and Gemini. Okay, so one of you could be Scorpio. That's November, end of October. until the end of November energy. And then we have Gemini. This is the end of May till end of June, right? Yeah. Or middle of June until middle of July. Middle of June till middle of July, I think, yeah. And then we have the spider, which talks about, let's see what the spider means. Some kind of very tricky connection, or something that is very tempting, but it has the idea of not believing in it because it's too good to be true, could be as well with the spider. That sometimes could symbolize as a magician, someone that is, knitting the knots because they want something, but they're pretending, someone who's a trickster. So please take it as it resonates, whatever is going on here. It's something where there's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of lust. Scorpio energy is 8th house energy, something forbidden. Yeah, could be that there's something about different religion. I do see here with this candle holder like some forbidden scenario here. So it could be 2 different religions, or your parents want an arranged marriage and this is the one you love, or it's like a famous person and a non-famous person, like something where it makes it very hard to manifest. Okay, so let's see your rose. And we have the pioneer. Yeah, the pioneer. I love that. Number 2. Wow. Wild rose. Yeah, that's a wild ride. The pioneer is always about something where it hasn't been done yet. Pioneers are, like the first American settlers. They were called pioneers because they were the first to discover America, to settle in America, and they didn't know what happened. They just escaped persecution in their country, in Great Britain, for example, and in other countries, and they just settled over to the United States, but they didn't know, will I be prosperous? Will I be, what will come? They just blindly escaped the persecution in their country, and they just went somewhere, and they were all pioneers, because a pioneer always starts something new. We also say our channel is a pioneer channel because no one has ever talked about spiritual bonds with celebrities. So this could also be one of the things. So a lot of people think you're talking about a movie, or you're talking crap, or you're a trickster, or, this is just the universe lulling you in, or, whatever. It could be something like that where other people don't believe you. Or where it hasn't manifested between you and your person because your person is not believing in the spiritual bond, or they're just not, they're delaying this. It's like it has almost happened, but then they drop out at the last minute. It could also be something just as simple as you guys met for a date and you had a beautiful date, but there's something here which makes it impossible for them to date you. So maybe they haven't told you. Yeah, this could be something like a too big age gap. Their parents would not recognize both religions if you have different religions. There's something what they haven't told you, where for them it's like a no. I cannot go into this relationship because something is not matching. Yeah, but they haven't told you that. Or it could be someone is really delaying this whole thing because they're not sure what they should do because they've never been in such a situation with the pioneer. It could also be that, this is someone that has never experienced something like this. And this is no matter in what age, you could always experience a love situation that's totally different. And you have no idea what to do because you've never been in such a situation. You cannot compare it to anything else, A lot of times also in love, when we do things, we kind of compare it to other situations in our life, and we try to find solutions based on that. But sometimes in life, you experience situations where you fall in love with someone you cannot compare. I mean, you cannot compare any love situations to any other love situation because every love is different, every relationship is different. But what I do see here is someone that feels like a pioneer and they don't really know what to do. So maybe they're struggling with making a decision because it's the first time ever for them to feel this way. Yeah. So that's why maybe they retreated. Let's put this to the side here. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, the lightning, shock, awakening. That's very interesting. This is a card that is usually not in a Lenormand deck. So this is an additional from this Lenormand deck. So with the lightning, yeah, it struck them by surprise. This can really, it's like an inner storm that they have where they don't really know what to do because they are in love. I can tell you that. I see that also in the potion. You chose that because there is real love between the two of you. There is, if it's not love, it's like a liking, a passion, a lust that is coming out of this. But both of you have never been in such a situation. So it's something there first for the first time, okay? And there's something here where they haven't expected, maybe it's their first relationship. They haven't expected their first relationship to be like crazy like this, like what you have going on. If it's not their first connection or relationship, it could be that, you know, for the first time ever, they experience something like that and they don't know what to do. Because they know it would give, you know, when they go with you into a relationship, it would struck some lightning, you know, it would shock some people. And so they're not really sure what to do because they cannot compare it to any situations in their life. Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, but there is love here, you know. They want to give you the ring. Look at this. It's like all of a sudden this came. Like this whole relationship, like they really want to be in a committed something with you. If this is like a dating, what you did back and forth, this person wants a real relationship now. They want a commitment. It's like you are on the next step of this, whatever this is between the two of you. If you guys had an affair, they want to make it official. They want to be with you. If you had, you know, let's say you're crushing on someone, this crush knows and they want to come forward. They want to be in a relationship with you. Whatever it is, it's almost there. So it could also be that they're still trying to delay this, asking you, because this looks like a proposal. Yeah, for some of you, I don't know if I have people on my channel who are in relationships. I don't know. But for some of you, this could be a proposal. This could be something out of nowhere. You know, it's coming in and you're almost there and this person is still trying to figure out how they do it. But because they know it's their first time ever. Like this person has never been married. Like if they're doing the proposal for the first time, they're delaying it because they have to figure out how they want to do it. Because it's their first time ever and they put all their mind into it. And they are afraid here that they mess it up because of other people. Yeah, they're also thinking about maybe making a proposal in some kind of special place. Yeah, this could be as well, okay? So this depends on whatever your situation. But this is going into the next step and my lighting is flickering right now, so this is confirmation. Like you see how my, this is my round light is flickering. Wow. So let's read your letter. What does it say? Wow, all my thoughts were all around you. Yeah, like the lightning. Wow. Yeah, definitely, I see that here. They're like, well, how can we do that? You know, there's something here where they didn't expect. It could also be as simple as, you know, you dated someone and they just came out recently out of a relationship and they don't want to be in a relationship anymore. So they just planned on being single. And suddenly you come along and it's like, oh my gosh, what? Another relationship, but I want her. You know, it's like kind of this feeling of I want to make her mine. I don't want to date her just for the sake of it. It's like they want some kind of commitment. So they're trying to figure out, because it's their first, how to do it, how to come about. Yeah? Because they can't get you out of their head. So it's very positive. It's not that they retreated. If they draw back energy, if they kind of seem retreated, it's because they're figuring out how they want to make the next step. Okay? This is a very beautiful reading. So with these cards, let's figure out what Spirit is saying. What is Spirit saying about this bond? This is a very beautiful reading, but it hasn't manifested yet. Yeah. And that's what I was saying, you know, even this proposal or this ring, maybe they just want to give you a ring for Okay, this card wants to come out. Maybe they just want to give you a ring and want to say you're mine, you know, just wear this ring. I said this in another pile. There was also this feeling of, I want that you wear my ring, because I want us to feel together all the time. Yeah, very beautiful. Yeah, see, they're waiting. It's not time yet. Things are being woven, okay? So you see how they're also receiving guidance from spirit, how to come about, how to do the next step in this connection, how to manifest it. So for some of you, it's a waiting on this connection to manifest into reality. For some of you, it's waiting on a proposal. For some of you, it's waiting on going into a relationship. For some of you, it's waiting on communication. Whatever it is, it's the next step. And this person doesn't want to mess it up so that you think they're a trickster. So they want to be real about this, okay? That's why they're taking their time. And it's okay. I mean, it's their first. Whatever this is, you know, this could also be about having your first night together. Like they want to figure out how, you know, we'll put roses everywhere, maybe doing it cozy in a cozy way, or they're thinking maybe we should do it spontaneous. They don't know. They're trying to figure out how they want to come about this, okay? It could be just everything, but whatever it is, it's still in the clouds. They're thinking about this, okay? So pile 4, for you, something is coming here, definitely. So let's see your heart. Oh, it says devotion. Let it go and everything will be okay. That's beautiful. So just relax, you know, let it go. You don't need to worry here. Because for some of you, I feel you're worried because your person has drawn back energy. They're not talkative as usual. They're not maybe, you know, because they're planning something. This is not because they don't want you. This is because they're trying to figure out how to do the next step, or how to come about this manifestation, or what to do to meet you, or where to go to your next date, or, you know, they're trying to figure out something. So just be relaxed, my pile 4, okay? Spirit is saying just relax, let it go, devote yourself to your person, and they will figure it out, you know? Very beautiful. I love that pile. It's like this feeling of, oh my gosh, why isn't he right? Or why isn't he doing something? I'm like, oh my gosh, why isn't he writing when we meet again? Or why isn't he doing something? I want to see him. And it's like this person is trying to take it slow and to figure it out, but they want to do the right steps so that you don't think it's, like, they're just playing, or they're just a player, or they're just making it up. They're very devoted and passionate as well. We see that with the apple, okay? So take your time here, pile 4, and believe in that. It's almost there, but not yet. But your person did not draw back energy because they don't want you. It's just they figure out how to do the next step. Okay? So that's all what I'm having, my pile 4. Take care, and I see you again. Bye!